I can't lie. Like, I'm gonna say something very, very controversial because I know a lot of people love this guy. Yeah, but like Vegeta, yeah, I don't rate him, man. In it, which is why I forgot his fights because like, when has he won, bro? Like, big man's here.
Wait, okay, all right. You've been such a great guest, so I'm so sorry. We have to call this early. look, Vegeta has the most bodies out of all the good guys.
Oh, he's a war criminal for sure, which is why it's kind of weird that we rehabilitate. Listen, I'm on his ass. I'm on him. I'm so on Vegeta.
The Vegeta is a good guy. The Vegeta is a good guy agenda. Is mine.
Listen. Told that to the 17 billion people when he was selling off planets. Listen, man.
He was not acting under his own will.
Yeah,
his entire race was exterminated. He was kidnapped by a racist, and he was forced to slay planets, kill them, and then send them off. He wasn't pocketing any of that.
Why is he so prideful then? Like man said, yeah, I'm the president.
That's all he's got left.
I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left.
I've got nothing left. No, I can't lie. It's been so funny seeing people insert themselves into Vegeta, a person who I quite literally consider like, listen, man. Remember that time he beefed 18? What happened to his arm? Yeah, that was hilarious. That was even look, man will be like, "Yeah, man, I'm a bad man like Vegeta." I'm like, "Okay, cool, have fun. I'll see you in the hospital ward after what happens." No, okay, let me not fully hate him because he has some sauce. He has some sauce, you know. To be fair, I want his Batman shirt. I'd wear that. If you can get me a fully tailored, a nice Batman shirt, I'm wearing that everywhere. Pink is the top 3 color. Like it's he knows himself. Yeah. Also, I need back Bulma, which that's another story entirely, my boy. Ooh.
This is why Vegeta is top 2 in Dragon Ball.
Because he murdered someone, then moved.
Because he had it. He had that dog in him. He killed the guy and took his girl.
I do not understand how that. If that was Yamcha, I'd have turned to Shin Yamcha. That would have turned something in me, bro. I would have been training and hyperbolic time chamber for Saiyan, bro. The run back, bro.
No training. If I'm Yamcha, I'm like, you and me right here. One of us is dying. Look, I don't care if you win, but I'm not going to be alive and watch you have a happy life with my girl and have a kid. Must be mad. Not me. I will not be alive to see it. Nope. One of us must die today.
Ain't no way. Yeah, I can't lie. Like Yamcha gets a lot of hate, and I'm Team Yamcha forever. Like Wolfgang.
This makes sense. This is why you hate Vegeta. All right, cool.
No, what? You know what? Good point. Nice rebuttal. I'm gonna find you later. But even outside of all that, Wolfgang Fist was such a sick concept, which is why fighters brought him into like, okay, what's Yamcha gonna? He looks sick. Unfortunately, I can't play Yamcha in Dragon Ball FighterZ to save my life, but he looks amazing. The concept was so cool. Just back when everyone had like different martial arts and stuff in it, you had Tien have the Crane School. I forget Tien and Chaozu. Yeah, like. Dragon Ball it's like pretty homogenized. It's still sick to look at. I can't lie. I love my smackman in the air, teleport above them, then hammer fist them back down. Iconic. When I seen other shows, I'm like, influence. That's Dragon Ball right there. Yeah, like man, yeah. Good. Honestly, I love the human characters, and I wish they got more of a play in Super. I mean, they kind of did. Tournament of Power a little bit, but like,
yeah.
I wish there was a way to just like, also humans can unlock some shit, give them somewhere. You know what I mean? Like
it's tough at that point because obviously you built up the universe to be such a high level that you're gonna have to have such a massive what's the word? What's the opposite of a nerf? Buff? Yeah. You have a massive buff to humans or a massive nerf to everyone else, and if you do the latter, that's risky.
Yeah.
It's just a consequence of making Dragon Ball Z as successful as it was. But I will say that made me appreciate a lot of those characters when I watched Dragon Ball, because obviously watching Z, I'm like, Krillin's rubbish, Yamcha's dead, Tien's useless. What even is a Chaozu? But then when I watch Dragon Ball, I'm like, Yamcha's cool. Wolfgang Fist, amazing.
Tien TM versus
Yeah,
Goku.
but
World Tournament. One of the sickest fam. How you go so crazy that you break the tournament stage, and that was just whoever hits the ground first, and both of you are firing fire beams to keep yourself up in the air, and the all using Goku because you got hit into a cult. Iconic. We forget the legends. We forget the legends, man.
Look, I don't care if this is controversial. Dragon Ball is better than Dragon Ball Z as a story.
I'm not going to contest that.
As a story, it is better. The martial arts ground foundation, plus all the supernatural nonsense. Yeah, it was so good, and it did feel like with the 2 tournaments that Goku actually loses in the final. I think that's amazing writing because obviously he's the main character, and as a kid, you're thinking, "Oh, he's just gonna win. He's just gonna win," and then he loses to Chun, and then he loses again to Tien, which is great because it shows Goku having failure and how he deals with it, and it's how you deal with failure that truly defines you, I feel. And he gets back on the horse and he goes back and he's like, I'm going to win the next one. Yeah, you know, it's like shenanigans in both fights, but I think that truly makes it not boring. Because it would be boring if he just won the 3 tournaments in the series. Because
the thing about Dragon Ball, which some people might have disdain for, is it's very power fantasy. Like, I want to be the bad man with a power level over 9,000, and I want to fly, and I want to do this shit effortlessly, blah, blah, blah. But back then, Goku's out there grinding. He's training with Krillin, who at the time was like similar levels to him. So he actually had like a rival. Like they were closer than Goku and Vegeta ever were. But like, that's
that's
Goku
and Krillin are they're the actual best friends. That's the Sonic and Tails of Dragon Ball.
Literally. So there was it was really fascinating because we got Dragon Ball after Z in the UK, and watching Dragon Ball, and you're just like, wow, Goku really actually has challenges here. They're like characters who are really interesting. Like Roshi was crazy. Like who's the guy? I forgot his name. I think the Korean school teacher.
I forget his name.
It's not Tao something.
No, it's Tao's brother though.
Yeah, but like just all these feats that like Goku isn't the only fascinating focal point. Yeah, everyone has something, and then it's funny because this guy's growing at exponential rate. What's going? Oh, he's an alien. We kind of never had a puberty here, and then that shit was funny as well because man came back after how many years? Yeah, no one recognized him. Yeah, he's like, I'm Goku. Everyone's like, what? Fat Bulma for a brief second was like, hey yo, Goku? Is that?
I mean, Bulma was feeding your boy for a while still.
There is another timeline where there is a Goku with blue hair before Super Saiyan Blue, like a little junior. Honestly, I would like to see that timeline.
I would like to see it.
You know, I would like to observe what happens there. But yeah, like, you know, Chi-Chi just like, you know, Goten and Gohan just fade from existence because that shit never happens. Like,
but so the Trunks. So you get a mix between Gohan and Trunks.
The trade-off. Hey, I'm gonna have to draw that. I'm gonna have to do some theory crafting.
Please do. I want that. I need that.
Dragon Ball, what if? Yeah, no, but overall, it's interesting, right? Because I would love to talk to someone older than us who's basically 40, 50, around the time they grew up with Dragon Ball, right? Because like I know there's a lot of people who, like, for example, Naruto, right? A lot of people are like, part one's that gas. And a lot of people I know fell off on Shippuden. I love all of it because I'm just a ninja person. Like, ninjas are my thing. And that's a whole nother discussion for another tape. But like, that energy, I can see people looking at Dragon being like, this is my stuff. And seeing Z and being like, Magica? Like, just like, what's going on? Like, what is this alien shit? Man, seeing Piccolo just fully logging out like, nah.
Well, the Piccolo's in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but he's an alien too. There's a whole planet of them, man. Like, what?
No, Piccolo being an alien is not shocking. He literally has a tenor.
You know what? I hear it, but at the same time, I'm like, no, this is a demon, isn't it? Honestly, actually, no, that's another thing. That's a very interesting concept, being like, oh, demons. Nah, bro, they're just aliens exist. And you're like, what does that mean? Fam, you could do a whole philosophical, like, what would that be to find out that the demons in lore are actually just aliens? Like, bro, there's some crazy shit. Ooh. Yeah, but like just that kind of like genre shift, that's changed in a way that you might not anticipate or really like. You know what I mean? Like, it's been around that long that people have that kind of like, probably have that energy. Like, there's enough, just by rule of probability, there's at least one person out there and I would like to talk to them. But like, Yeah, man. No, Dragon. If you haven't seen Dragon Ball, if you haven't seen Dragon Ball and you've seen Dragon Ball Z, you would appreciate where things come from. You appreciate the growth of Goku.
Yeah.
Even if you haven't seen Dragon Ball Z and you're kind of from the outside looking and being like, oh, it's just like power fantasy buff man, ha 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 ha, Kamehameha Hadouken. I'm joking, Kamehameha. Yeah, like give. I can't lie. I just imagine it condensed into one fat wave. But like, yeah, no, give Dragon Ball a chance. I think you would like it a lot more. And if you're a person that actually cares, fully cares about story and stuff. Yeah, you'll find it a good watch. I don't know where you can find it, but like, give it a go. Give it a go. Yeah.
What I will say is that has actually happened in my life. I've talked to someone who their partner was trying to get them to watch Dragon Ball Z, and they weren't having it. And I suggested that they watch Dragon Ball instead because it's not so much about the violence and the buffness and the colors and stuff, but it's more about the story and the mystical adventure that this young boy goes on and the friends he makes along the way. She loved it.
There you go. See, if you are Dragon Ball is the intellectual's choice. Yes, indubitably, absolutely.
yes. Actually, yes, an anime intellectual like myself would agree with you there. But,
I got my glasses are shining as I do that. I promise you, I think you would enjoy it. Content warning though, you will see a couple black people there that have like features and
yeah. I mean that's the one negative. It was produced in the 80s.
Hashtag different times, but I bet you. Give it a shot. You can catch your pulse because I did. I was like 7, like that ain't right. What? But hey, it's some good shit. It's some good shit.
It's like I didn't even process. I wasn't even offended.
Real talk, like like people are like, oh, people complaining, fam. I was so aware to all this shit from like age.
Yeah,
I'm saying I was woke so early that it was just there was no not saving me, but I was alert to that shit. So seeing man like what? Like random segue because into comics most of my life went from Peckham to Abbeywood when I was like 10. The first school they had their comics. I was reading that. I used to love Asterix and Obelix. Then I saw the Africans in them. Like you get shown very early just weird shit, but I promise you, some good shit. I know I sound a bit like kind of contradictory, but like that's life, isn't it? Like my moral lines is scribble in it. So is yours. Stop lying. But yeah, no, I promise you some good shit.
Also, you made me remember that the second primary school I went to had Dragon Ball books in their library. And that was a massive way that we like bonded. So like we'd borrow books and then we'd just trade them and we'd be like, oh cool, that's so cool. And like there was something really cool about reading the wrong way, like reading right to left. Wrong way for an English reader. But like reading right to left, there was something very cool about it.
Fam, there was one time it wasn't Dragon Ball, there was a comic where a manga, you're like, oh, this is weird. Why is it? There had some weird marketing. They were like, yeah, this book you got to read right to left. You got to confuse the enemy. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. But yeah, just hearing that you've read Dragon Ball manga from a young age is very interesting because actually I have not seen a manga, and that's something I've been thinking to do. Like just read it from scratch from the beginning as a manga form. Just because like every single time someone shows panels or even like the cover of a volume, it's just artistry, isn't it? Like I've read a bunch of Akira Toriyama's like other works. I read Dr. Slump. It's been so long ago that honestly a reread is very necessary. And like even Sandland and other stuff, like I've read like his one shots and just seeing that has been crazy. But I haven't seen like Dragon Ball it needs to be corrected. But yeah, just very interesting seeing people reading manga from early because I probably didn't read until like secondary school. Like primary school, I was Beano and Dandy in it. Tintin, Asterix, yeah, them ones there. But yeah, super interesting.
Yeah, it's really good because there are some differences with the anime. Even the Japanese anime dub and the manga, there's some differences there. For example, Piccolo only has 4 fingers in the manga, so I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know like what creative decision made people add a 5th finger to Piccolo in the anime, but like little stuff like that is really cool to me. And like the manga is closer to Toriyama's like original Pure Vision.
Yeah, because anime tend to sometimes buff or nerf art styles depending on who's like. Again, random segue. I was reading Akame ga Kill years before anime came out. I was like, this is gas. Yeah, I forgot the artist. This is Takehiro. This shit is some of the good. I love this. I love the art. I love the story. You know, people can argue, but we're not doing that. And then the anime came out, and I just see the trailer, and you know when you just feel deflated, you're like, this is undercooked. This is what have you done? So
it's raw.
It's raw, Melissa.
Yes, chef.
Where's the lamb? Where's everything, bro? Idiot sandwich. Like I would have gone Gordon Ramsay on them, man, innit? Like, but like I wonder again. This is one of the things for the older fan base who read the manga first to see the anime. How did they feel about that? Were they like, oh, why do they look so like doughy or lame in comparison? Or was it like, no, this is acceptable? So yeah, that's just even more like incentive to go back and read the manga properly and just like really take it in. Also, there's no pacing issues. That's a thing. Yeah. You can read at your own pace. That's why I for the longest time since I was a kid, I've been, as much as I love anime, manga has always been there because, again, read at your own pace. You can go as fast or slow as you want. You think that shit is cool? And read it again. When you're watching anime, you're kind of at the mercy of the director's pacing. So if it's good, it's great. If it's not, you're stuck with Shaman King 2021. But like, no, you don't understand.
Oh my god, I couldn't get into season 2. I mean, this is another podcast, but yeah. Oh my god.
It's one of my favorite. You know, I'm just not, because that will actually be 4 hours. Listen, man, Hiroki Takei, I need you to get your leg back. Whoever was the producer, you need to get you to fire them, cut them, whatever. Anyway, Dragon Ball. Yeah, also the manga got to look at.
I've read every Dragon Ball chapter. Z, I've read parts of it, but I haven't read it entirely, which I want to do. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh! I want to do that as well.
Hey, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! People, fam. The fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember back in the day, one Comic-Con when I was like a kid, this is like, oh my god, this is like 15 or so years ago. Got like getting like a Shonen Jump like promo thing. Like, here's the first chapter of all these stuff we're shilling at the moment. Yu-Gi-Oh! Be one of them. Yeah. I lost it if I was a kid. So I didn't know what I had. I didn't know what good stuff I had. Yeah. And it's like the first chapter made some Indiana Jones thing. Like, did I just see people die? Fam, I think it's got crazy Yu-Gi-Oh! There's this whole thing in GX where Jaden does some shit and we don't get it because like I'm pretty sure 4 kids saw that shit was like, no, they can't see this. So that's another topic. Also, RIP to the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because he left us a few years ago as well. Yeah. Apparently he died trying to save someone, drowning or some shit. But that's
We actually have a podcast celebrating the legacy of Yu-Gi-Oh! So make sure to check that out if you are a Yu-Gi-Oh! fan. We talk about the games, we talk about the anime, we talk about the real life card game. There's so much that we go into. The Dragon Ball manga has been so good. It cuts out all of the pacing issues. You don't have to worry about filler. You don't have to worry about like certain scenes dragging on for too long. And I personally feel like if they were to make a game centered around Dragon Ball, not Z, Dragon Ball, it would be so good.
Yeah, they've done some in the past, but like as a kid, you don't really take notice of them. And by now, they're pretty outdated mechanically and stuff, right? So
I mean, I don't think it would sell well, but like it would have to be a passion project. Because I've noticed they've done it on like the smaller consoles, like the Game Boy Advance and stuff like that.
The Wii and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Like they've not done like a mainline PlayStation, Xbox game for like Dragon Ball that I can remember. So I'd love to see that. If you could do the mechanics of fighters, but it's all Dragon Ball, that would be perfect for me because like all the characters like Tao Pai Pai and Tien, like we don't have to worry about power scaling or anything like that because it's just different play styles.
Fam, I also don't have to worry about 15 freaking Gokus. Like, I love Goku, but yeah, I can't lie. Don't get me started. I love Dragon Ball, but after a while, you see me ragging on Vegeta all the time. I make no mistake. I'll do that anyway. I'll back it to the end. I'll fight 15 people at once to do that, But like Goku as well, After a while, I'm looking at him like, listen, man, big man, you are chaotic neutral at best, Loki. Like you're scary. You're a scary person. Like the things they make him do in Super. Man said, yeah, yo, let's have a fight, yeah, and losers universe gets. And man was like, yeah, let's do it. My bro, you're gambling. You're gambling with our life. Yeah, nah.
There's a reason why I consider Dragon Ball canon and I consider Z canon. And everything else is like, everything else is like, you know what? We've made so much money with Dragon Ball. We might as well make another series. Right?
Goku getting the reputation of just finding anything strong, where someone's just like, you're in your room, yeah. Goku bursts in, he's like, hey, I heard your depression was really strong. Let me fight it. You're like, bro, what? Anything the second it's strong, it's beef. It's beef. Come on, bro. Like, you. Exasperation I have with yeah, he's never been the smartest guy. Like he's never purported to be smart, you know.
Yeah.
He was dropped on his head as a baby.
Yeah, quite literally.
So
I mean he wasn't educated formally either.
You're right. But
he's the equivalent of a hick. He's not intelligent, but I feel like Super has done such a bad job that Goku has regressed. Like they made a one-off joke that Goku's never kissed Chi-Chi. That's stupid.
I'm not gonna lie. The ramifications of that is actually cataclysmic because, like, the mechanics of that is
that's wild.
At least 2 kids, and you just did. Fam, it gets great. It's like, so Chi-Chi, you said that, like, he didn't know what he was doing. What are you doing? What are you doing? Listen, Super, it has some cool concepts. But yeah, I can't lie. At first, I was like, this is stupid. And I think after a while, I just led into it. I was like, you know what? Yeah.
Might as well.
It's hype. It's hype. I'm not going to pretend like it's not hype. Listen, Android 17 playing what?
Yeah.
Interesting. Jiren?
Yeah.
Hold on. The fact that I want to look at Jiren and if someone whispered in my ear, ALMAO, I would not be able to take him seriously anymore. Like, it's very interesting. Like, everyone has very interesting designs as an alien. Like, you know what, Jiren, he's just a typical Area 51 man, but he went gym in it. Like, he went the gym of justice. Crazy to me. Like, in the middle of them trading blows, I'm looking at man's head and I'm just like, you are literally them aliens used to draw as a kid. You know them eggs that people had back in primary school, them weird jelly
things. Yeah.
He's one of them, man. He's one of them, man. But he just got tongue in it. And I'm just like, yeah, you could have done so much better. Like, I'm hearing there was stuff in the manga. Like apparently Vegeta got a new form. Man said Eagle.
Yeah,
I mean, I think he still lost that fight too. You can't see me. I'm staring at the. Imagine me staring directly at you when I said. Yeah, he lost too.
There wasn't a need for that, you know. First,
my bad.
Super canon. Second of all, Vegeta sacrificed his eyebrows in that form, so there's a lot of technical issues there.
I apologize to the Vegeta community. I apologize that I am not sorry, and that he should hold that for the rest of his days. No, but it's also interesting, right? Because that's one thing that I think they did really interesting that may have come too late, but the aspect of their Saiyan power structures kind of like shifting depending on the personality. Because if you look at Goku with the instinct stuff, you got him with the ego, and then you got like Gohan doing the beast stuff, and I'm like, that's pretty interesting. You probably should have done this ages ago.
In the Cell Saga.
and now we're doing this in a way where I'm like, I don't know if it has anything of a real effect outside of aesthetic, because we all know Goku's still going to clean up shop. But yeah, it's a very interesting way to go about it. I think that's probably something in there for like humans. If humans could unlock some shit and start doing a madness, that'd be cool. But it's never going to happen now. So the best that can happen is, you know, people start making fan works. If you're an artist, do some fan works in it. Like, I'd like to see it.
I would like to see it.
Yeah.